apples and tomatoes when it comes to the health of our lungs. That's what they were just talking about on the John Tesh radio show. We got Sheryl Crow coming on the radio as we're getting started. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody has had a peaceful, positive, and productive day today. If not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day and all our days. We're not going to pull the morning mantra as this is not a morning video. But we will pull a grief affirmation. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a good day today. I know I did. There are a few times in the day where I got a little overwhelmed, but I'm okay. I am healing even if it doesn't feel like it. Yes. Little bits of us heal and we don't even realize it because we're too busy living life. But that also being said, being aware of your triggers and also acknowledging when you're able to overcome those triggers. Selflessness, 7th chakra, crown chakra. I don't know if you guys were able to see how it landed, but while I was shuffling, it flipped over and turned sideways. So I just want to acknowledge it. Selflessness. I am kind to all. I am aware that everything I do or say affects others. All right, chakra wisdom affirmation. I think I'm going to try to establish a new lineup. And instead of doing all the decks every time, breaking it down into days and doing different decks on different days. Because the videos tend to get a little long. And I know a lot of people, don't have 2 hours to sit and burn. Although that being said, you could just listen. You don't necessarily have to watch it. But anyways, these two fell on the floor. Setting boundaries, and I am a mentor, not a rescuer. So setting boundaries, establishing the difference between being of assistance to somebody and enabling somebody. That is a fine line. Being able to know the difference and being able to establish those boundaries so you don't do that. Patience and the warrior. All right, we're going to take those. The warrior, 3rd chakra, solar plexus, and patience, base chakra, 1st chakra, also known as the root chakra. We've been seeing the patience a lot here lately, so I'm not surprised to see that. And it hasn't been that long since we saw the warrior card there. So as I observe in nature, growth takes time. This is a time for reflection, persistence, and surrender as things unfold at their own pace. I remain calm and tolerant during any challenging times. I develop quiet hope and expectations based on trust, both in myself and in a higher power. And then the warrior. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. I unfold my full potential as an empowered person with a true sense of who I am. We saw the empowerment card in the last pull. I grow in consciousness as I overcome and transcend life's challenges. I need the warrior inside me for the journey ahead, and I am courageous in moving forward. Being brave. That came out in the morning mantra yesterday, talking about being brave. Let's see. Yeah. I am braver than I think. I don't have to suddenly slay every dragon in town, but I can definitely start the day off by looking one in the eye and giving it a slow motion nod. So we'll set that out there. Being brave, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Sometimes patience requires bravery. All right, now we'll pull from the Wild Offering Oracle. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. Once again, that song, This Little Light of Mine, I'm going to let it shine. Shine bright like a diamond. Let your inner light shine. It will not only help heal you, but it will help heal others. Clarity. We got health on the top of the deck and doubt on the bottom of the deck. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways. What were we just talking about? Trusting your intuition, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form. So, loving your body, protecting your temple. Your body is a temple. Your body is a church. Your body is a divine vessel. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. So again, confidence. That energy came out really strong the other day. Having the confidence to be your true, authentic self. Having the confidence to dream, to have dreams, to have goals, to have aspirations. You know, that takes faith in yourself. That takes being able to trust yourself. A lot of times it requires letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. I shouldn't say a lot of times, all the time. So it's a process. All right. Let's see. We'll do the mindfulness deck. What we got last time, even if you were to stop worrying for a moment and decide to just trust, the world will not fall apart. Everything will be okay. So, again, talking about trust, trusting yourself, trusting your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the Most High, trusting your intuition, trusting your own energy, taking the time to spend time in your own energy. All right. It's time to feel good. I don't know the name of the song or even the artist, but that's what it's time to feel good. Showing difficult emotions does not make you a difficult person, and neither do fluctuating emotions make you unstable. They make you an honest person to yourself. Whoa, let me read that again. Showing difficult emotions does not make you a difficult person, and neither do fluctuating emotions make you unstable. They make you an honest person to yourself. So, expressing your emotions honestly and authentically, not only with yourself, but with others, that can be hard to do, especially given the, different details that could be involved in it. But at the same time, you are doing that came up the other day. You are doing yourself a disservice by not expressing them. It doesn't hurt anybody else but you if you are not open and honest about how you feel. You carry that around in your body. That's something that I'm very much trying to learn about at the moment, where trauma and emotions are stored in the body in different ways and different forms. For me, it is back pain and hip issues and feet. So, there are different types of therapy, such as, yoga, meditation, massage, chiropractic. There's all kinds of different acupuncture. There's all kinds of different things you can do to try to address those things. But it is a scientifically proven fact that emotions and trauma are stored in the physical body. And learning and accepting that that's reality and trying to heal those many parts of us is a journey in itself. So, you know, nobody said healing was easy, but, here we are nonetheless. All right, now we're going to pull from the Namaste deck. Last time we got pay attention to your posture. It talked about how proper posture helps you breathe in more oxygen. So proper posture is very important. Obviously, that's not the only thing it talked about, but that's the main thing that I'm remembering right now. All right, Namaste, stress less. This deck is kind of like a action deck. It gives you ideas of things that you can do physically, or different exercises or practices you can do to help in certain areas of your life. Find your center of power. Your power may be in your legs. Some people hold their power in their shoulders or chest. Perhaps your power is in your core. Look for it. Feel for it. Once you find it, reside in that place with your mind. Let your power grow as big as it wants to and spread all over your body. Reside here for 8 minutes. Once you find your power, you know where to look the next time you need it. Your power will also help you understand how to set up healthy boundaries to help protect it. Boundaries, again. So, protecting your energy, finding your personal power, that just came up the other day. Finding your personal power. All right, now we'll pull from the Affirmators deck, our unicorn deck. Last time we got Mary Poppins, playfulness. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Story of my life on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. To every age, your skin like porcelain. One pair of candy lips and your bubblegum tongue. I don't know who sings this song either. I know the song, but I don't remember who sings it. Take all your big plans and break them. Your body is a wonderland. Who is that? John Mayer? I think that's John Mayer. Yeah. That's too many, but we'll acknowledge them. Follow your heart, personal growth, communication, courage. Look at there. That might as well be bravery. Courage, same thing. Options and power. We saw that not too long ago. The dino tank with all that power, but all it wants to do is love. That also came up in one of the past videos where we talked about having the power or the authority or the ability to cause harm, but choosing not to. Like, you don't have to put out somebody else's flame to shine brighter. The same energy you would use to put out somebody else's flame, if you blew that air on your own fire, it would burn brighter. Don't take it personally. Whoa. All right. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yep, that's probably it. Okay, so kind of going back to the whole boundaries. You know, don't let somebody else's bad day become your bad day. Have the ability to stand in your own personal power and not absorb the energy of others. All right. Now we'll do the animal allies. Last time we got Bluebird. Bluebird has been coming up a lot lately. Not necessarily in the cards, but just in my day-to-day life in general. This is Paula Abdul. They've been playing her a lot here lately. Not necessarily this specific song, but straight up now, tell me, are you really gonna love me forever? Yeah. Animal allies, birds. Yeah, that's what the song that it is. Caught in a hit and run. Oh, you're just having fun. This song is talking about somebody playing games. Like somebody that's not ready to commit. We did get that love energy strong yesterday. Maybe that's what this doubt is about. Starling. Beautiful birds. We got Flicker on the bottom of the deck and Kingfisher on the top of the deck. What's your true intentions? Just have to say. Do you love me? That's what she's asking him. All right, Starling. Starling superpowers. Sharing talents with others to create something new. Being socially active and energized by groups, cooperation, shape-shifting, and adaptability. Starling wisdom. Greatness can come from working together. Everyone has a note to contribute to the group sing-along if you let all the voices be heard. When Starling appears, be aware of the subtle nuances that make everyone a detail in the big picture. Claim your space within the group, but take care not to overpower others. Starling wants you to know, community is important, but your first duty must be to yourself. If you've been feeling alone in a room full of people, that's okay. You can trust that those feelings shall pass. We have been getting a lot of teamwork energy here lately. Teamwork makes the dream work, cooperation instead of competition. So, maintaining your personal power, but I'm trying to move these over a little bit because they're a little close to the candle. Embracing your personal power, but at the same time, not stepping on somebody else's toes doing it. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and pull from the love deck. I decided after we pulled from it yesterday that I guess I'll keep using it until Valentine's Day. And then after Valentine's Day, I'm going to put it away. It'll just be like a special performance deck. You know what I mean? This is the new Love Oracle that I picked up the other day. I don't usually use love decks, but it literally came to me. I was not looking for it, and I took that as a sign. And going by the pull that we did yesterday, that was right. That was correct for me to assume that. So, if this is your first time here, a thumbs up would be great. A subscribe would be even better. But I just appreciate you being here. I hope everybody's having a peaceful and positive day today. All right. I do appreciate everything you've been giving me the whole time. And that's crazy because there's like a love song on the radio now. I knew I loved you before I knew you, or I knew loved you before I met you. I don't remember who sings this song, but it was really popular when it came out. I do appreciate everything you've been giving me the whole time. Open your heart a bit more. Things are not that bad as you perceive. So things aren't as bad as you think. Working on opening your heart, opening your emotions, being vulnerable, like maintaining those boundaries, but still opening yourself up. Also kind of me pairing up with the clarity. You know, maybe maybe you don't have clarity in a situation. This is coming to an end. No doubt you are the one and only I want to spend the rest of my life with. The rest of my lifetime with. Actually, this needs to come down here. My love for you is unconditional. Your eyes, your smile, can't get them out of my head. This love is lithium. I miss the old you. I miss us. Your energy heals me. I want to reach out for you now. Can you at least listen to me is what's on the bottom of the deck. What is that vibe surrounding you that makes you feel intensely passionate? I don't think I deserve you. I've been watching you over from every source. I've been giving you love, devotion, and received nothing but your criticism and pain. Is at the top of the deck. And at the bottom of the deck, at this moment, I think we should be friends. So clarity is needed. Something's going on here where somebody maybe overthinking, maybe questioning, maybe has somebody in their ear. Because it says, I've been giving you love and devotion and received nothing but your criticism and pain. So this could be somebody like spreading rumors, like saying that you're talking bad about somebody when you're really not, or I don't know, something like that maybe. We did get like the past, something coming back from the past. We picked that up yesterday. So like there's some history involved. Going back to maintaining your boundaries, you know, just be aware, be cautious of people coming back from the past, no matter who they are. Past lovers, friends, family members. Maybe I'm wearing a mask in our relationship to make this look more perfect. So somebody could have like rose colored glasses on. Okay, so if somebody's coming back from, if somebody shows up from the past, they're wearing rose colored glasses about how the relationship was when you were together. So this is yeah, some kind of past thing. Are we in Mercury retrograde? I don't think we are. But that being said, don't open the door for anything like that. Love is still there deep down in our hearts, but we should definitely spend more time together. So it almost feels like two different, like a past and a new, is what it feels like. Maybe even a past trying to come in and spoil something that's new, to like trying to make it to where you have to choose between the old and the new. Always choose the new. Always. Always choose the new. Don't go backwards, go forward. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care what the details are. If you've already left, don't you dare go back. Keep moving forward. All right. Yeah. Okay. If you want our love to become long lasting, give me a hand to build a solid foundation. There, open your heart a bit more. Things are not as bad as you perceive. So that, I mean, I'm not very experienced with these cards, but that's what that felt like to me. Somebody's going to have to make a choice between the old and the new. That may be like coming up towards the springtime, which in reality, when you say it like that, it feels like it's far away, but it's not really. We've got like 3 months, maybe closer to 4, but it's not that far away. All right, Angels of Abundance Oracle. Always choose the new. I cannot stress that enough. I can't. All right. Positivity, faith, and optimism. We got moonlighting on the bottom of the deck. We've seen that a lot lately. Look at that. Cooperation instead of competition. I spoke about it. It came out. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. It's going to take two to establish a strong foundation. At least. Have faith. Positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon, your dream career will take flight and fully support you. That's where the cooperation instead of competition comes in. What's yours is yours. No one can take it away from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Being aware of the people that you surround yourself and the places that you go. You know, lower energy people are going to suck off of your positive energy. So the more you are around people like that, the less energy you're going to have for yourself and your goals. So just keep that in mind. Limit, don't be afraid to set boundaries and limit people's access to you. All right. Unstoppable You Oracle. Last time we got done is better than perfect and rest then rise. We got nothing changes if you wait on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. You look that much, baby, you should go and love yourself. You should go and love yourself. Yeah, that's what you need to tell to the past person. You know, take that ego, take that pride, take that arrogance, and go love yourself. Just like you need to do. You know, give them the advice that you already took and tell them to go love themselves. For real. All right. The Unstoppable You Oracle. Look at that. It came right back out. Rest then rise. You've survived worse. You are the magic on the bottom of the deck. It's safe to want more. On the top of the deck, you are not too much. You're allowed to take up space. I mean, most of those are pretty self-explanatory. You've survived worse. That's on page 84. You're stronger than any storm you've faced. Key themes: resilience, inner strength, perspective, overcoming adversity, emotional endurance, and self-remembrance. Message: look at you, still standing, still breathing, still becoming. You've made it through things that once felt impossible. This card is a mirror reflecting back the truth you may have forgotten. You are stronger than you think. Okay, you are not too much. It hasn't been that long since we saw that one. I have a feeling we're probably going to see that one a lot. You know, that's a... Okay, us people of the spectrum, you know, neurodivergent, however you want to say it, you know, sometimes we have difficulty with people telling us that we are too much. And it's important to remember that we may be too much for certain people, and that's okay. They don't have to be here. You know what I mean? Be okay with who you are. Don't base who you are on other people's opinions of you. Which that can be hard to do. I understand that. I really do. Let's see what You Are the Magic says. Page 18. Core message. That's a beautiful picture. I love that. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's a pretty picture. Everything you're looking for lives within you. Key themes: self-worth, inner power, manifestation, authenticity, trusting yourself, and divine alignment. The message: you've spent enough time searching, comparing, and doubting. The truth is, the spark you seek, the power you crave, the clarity you long for, it's already inside of you. You are not missing a piece. You are the piece. So you've been looking for the missing piece of the puzzle and then realizing you are the piece. It's safe to want more. Page 105. Desire doesn't make you selfish, it makes you alive. Key themes: desire, expansion, self worth, abundance, mindset, emotional permission, and personal growth. Message: you're allowed to want more. More joy, more freedom, more fulfillment, more depth, more you. Desire isn't something to be ashamed of. It's the soul's way of calling you forward. This card is your reminder that wanting more doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you human. You can honor where you are and still reach for what's next. You can celebrate what you have and still crave expansion. Your longing is not too much. Your dream is not too excessive. It's an invitation to rise. It's safe to want. It's safe to ask. It's safe to receive. You're allowed to take up space. This is a beautiful song. Would have followed you. 147. The core message: there's room for your voice, your vision, and your fire. Key themes: belonging, authentic expression. This song always makes me cry. Belonging, authentic expression, worthiness, visibility, empowerment, and self ownership. You don't have to shrink. You don't have to apologize for your presence, soften your voice, or dim your light to make others more comfortable. There is room for your truth. Your vision, your energy, your fire. And not only are you allowed to take up space, you're meant to. This card is a reclamation, a full-bodied yes to your enoughness. You don't need permission to be loud, big, bold, emotional, creative, or fully expressed. The space you occupy is sacred. Fill it with the fullness of who you are, because the world isn't made better by your silence. It's made better by your presence. Guidance: if you've been holding back, second guessing yourself, or trying to make yourself smaller to fit in, this card is a reminder to return to your wholeness. Playing small won't protect you, but standing tall in your truth will empower not just you, but everyone watching you rise. You belong in every room you walk into. You don't have to fit in to belong. You belong because you exist. Journaling prompts: where have I been shrinking, softening, or hiding parts of myself? What would it feel like to speak, move, and live as if I truly belonged? What space do I want to claim more boldly? From my relationships to my work to my creativity. Affirmation. I'm allowed to take up space. My presence is powerful and my voice belongs here. Um, 3 cards right here. You are not too much. You're allowed to take up space and you are the magic. All talking about, you're good enough. You got the power type energy. Then you've survived worse. Talking about your courage and your bravery and your strength. And look at those rough waters. That almost looks like the ship from The Little Mermaid. Rest and rise. It's okay to rest after what you've been through. Take time to rest. Take time to heal so that you can remind yourself that you're not too much and that you're allowed to take up space and that you're allowed to take time. It's safe to want more. You're allowed to have dreams and aspirations and goals. That's what this life is about. Michael Jackson, I'm bad on the radio. Yeah. Tell you once again, who's bad? You're bad. That's who. Intermission. I gotta get a tissue. I started crying and it made my nose start running. That song makes me cry every time. I can't help it. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a good evening. It was a beautiful day as far as weather goes. It was a super sunshiny kind of day today, but it was still very cold, even though it was sunshiny. Who's bad? Who's bad? We're bad. Bad to the bone. Da 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 da. Bad. Da 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 da. I'm actually gonna burn off what's left of this little piece of Palo Santo too. Palo Santo. I said it like a hillbilly. I shouldn't have said hillbilly. I said it like with a really strong country accent. Rebuke that sadness. All right. Let's ring the bell, actually. Never hurts. Okay, now we'll get some angel numbers. Last time we got Take a Risk, number 44, and Keep Going, number 938. We got 99, Rebirth, on the bottom of the deck, and 999 on the top of the deck. My mom's here. Hey, Mom. This song, every time I hear this song, it's my mom. It's Journey. Um, I don't know the title of the song. I'm afraid my smoke alarm might go off. Hold on. What? Dang, okay. Obviously, I needed to do this. Okay, let me take it out of here. This isn't actually the Journey version. This is the freaking Teddy Swims remake. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Teddy, but I prefer the original. Anyways, it's still my mom. You know, despite what we went through here in this life, I really did want that loving relationship with my mom. All right. And how interesting that that song came on when I was getting out the angel number cards. Excuse me. $88, 3111, and 11. Patience. Again, double confirmation on the patience. 88, listen to your gut. 3111, be prepared. And 11, patience. 1818, meant for success on the bottom of the deck. And 1515, self-care on the top of the deck. Listen to your gut. Intuition, trust, inner voice, guidance, positivity, and alignment. When you are positively motivated, your goals and dreams will unfold as they should. Let your inner voice be your primary guide on this journey. In what areas of my life am I not listening to my gut? And how can I better align with my inner voice? Take a moment to meditate or reflect on a current decision you are facing. And listen carefully to your inner guidance to determine the best course of action. What did I say earlier about having to make a choice? Yes, at that moment, I was specifically referring to between the past and the new, but in general, a choice. Listening to your intuition, listening to your gut, taking time to stop confirmation, taking time to stop and think about all your choices before you make a decision. Pray about it, meditate on it, before you commit to anything. Be prepared. Focus, preparation, trust, communication, adaptability, and decision making. Bam. Stay focused on your goals, even when challenges arise. That's the second time that that's been said. Keep an open mind, budget wisely, and trust yourself to make the best decisions. What steps can I take today to prepare myself for unexpected challenges? How can I maintain focus on my goals despite distractions? Create a plan or checklist for any upcoming projects or decisions. Be adaptable and trust your instincts when unforeseen changes occur. So being able to go with the flow, we talked about that yesterday with our mantra. Because remember, we got 2 mantras yesterday. We already got the brave out here. And then the other one was, I can't change which way the river bends, so I might as well strap in and enjoy this strange little boat ride. So being able to go with the flow. And then patience, double confirmation. We saw it with patience with the base chakra affirmation. Calm, reflection, understanding, timing, awareness, and thoughtfulness. Changes are coming in your life and you need to be aware of them. Don't rush to conclusions before you have all the information. What did I just say? Taking your time will prevent harm to others and ensure thoughtful decisions. In what areas of my life do I need to practice more patience and wait for the full picture to emerge? Today, focus on being mindful and taking things one step at a time, trusting that the right answers will come with time and clarity. Double confirmation on the clarity. All right, celestial insights. So we're missing one. There it is. Last time we got inspiration and renewal. Making positive choices. Keeping those boundaries up. Remembering that there's a difference between helping somebody and enabling somebody. And remembering to pour into your own cup and find your own personal power before you reach out and start helping others. Being prepared will also help you to not take things personally. Like being prepared mentally and emotionally ahead of time will help you to not take the actions and words and decisions of other people personally. All right, celestial insights. Courage. That's the third time that we've seen that energy. Courage is the power to overcome any obstacle. Are you facing a tough decision? Don't shy away. Take that leap forward and discover your own strength. We got openness moment on the top of the deck. This is a time of openness and new possibilities. Are you ready to embrace them? Stay open to new experiences and you might find unexpected opportunities. And then we got accept on the bottom of the deck. Accept things as they are. Accepting things as they are can be a powerful step forward. You may be resisting changes lately. Let go of control and you'll discover peace and new opportunities in the present moment. So, a lot of change energy, a lot about being prepared for change, being able to accept change as you're going forward, being able to be brave and go with the flow. All right, now we're going to pull from the dream deck. Last time we got sword, shoes, escape, and altar. We got bear on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Unlock the secrets of your dreams. We've been getting the patience energy a lot here lately. Being patient with yourself through this time of change. Remembering change takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day type energy. You know what I mean? We've talked about it a lot lately. How you spend your time during the waiting. How you prepare yourself for what's to come during that limbo phase is what I like to call it. You know, you've ended one cycle, but you haven't quite started another one yet. Altar came back out with snake. Conversation on the bottom of the deck. Shoes came back out on the top of the deck. Wow. Followed by guardian and mirror. We saw the guardian energy the other day with the forest spirit oracle. We also had car on the bottom of the deck and desert. Snake. The snake symbolizes the deepest transformative forces in the universe. Appearing in your dream, it suggests that you are undergoing a spiritual metamorphosis. The snake's power isn't just rebirth, it's the cycle of death and regeneration leading to a new awakening. It invites you to embrace your shadow side and unaddressed fears, breaking free of all constraints to unlock your full potential. And a conversation in your dream represents an inner dialogue or unresolved conflict. It suggests that something within you needs to be expressed or resolved. The dream invites you to listen closely, as it may offer valuable insights. It reflects your need for communication and understanding, either with yourself or others, to find peace. Altar symbolizes devotion, ritual, and the sacred connection with the divine. Dreaming of an altar suggests you're in a phase of spiritual dedication, focusing on growth, meditation, or higher practices. It reminds you to honor your spiritual practices and connect deeply with the divine, inviting gratitude, sacrifice, and devotion to strengthen your soul's purpose. Shoes represent the path you're walking in life. Dreaming of shoes suggests progress in your personal journey, with the type of shoes indicating the direction and pace. Damaged shoes may signify fatigue or uncertainty about your path. The dream encourages you to align your choices with your true desires and goals. So, death and rebirth energy again. Also, choice energy. Baby, can't you see? Falling. A guy like you should wear a warning. Britney Spears. All right, now we'll pull from Echoes of the Soul Oracle. Last time we got Echoes of Solitude. We got the Edge of Renewal on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Echoes of the Soul Oracle. That was quick. 20. The Raven's Judgment. We got the Weight Within. Weight, Weight. And then on the top of the deck, we got the Librarian, number 1, number 37, and number 20. We won't read the full cards on those two, but we'll read the key themes. All right, the Librarian, universal knowledge, inner wisdom, expanding consciousness, divine synchronicity, and intuitive guidance. And then the Weight Within, number 37, overwhelm, self-reflection, burden, breaking points, release, transformation through struggle. All right, number 20. The Raven's Judgment. Key themes: shadow work, consequences, accountability, transformation, self-forgiveness, lessons from the past. The message: the Raven watches, a silent witness to the choices that shape your path. Its presence asks you to confront the shadows of your past, those actions, decisions, or moments left unresolved. The weight of these shadows may feel heavy, but within them lies the potential for transformation. Accountability is not a punishment, but a liberation, a chance to learn, grow, and reclaim your power. The Raven's Judgment reminds you that only through acknowledgement can you rewrite the story and embrace the freedom that follows. The Guidance. This card calls for introspection and honesty. It asks you to reflect on past actions and decisions that may still linger in your thoughts. Perhaps you feel guilt, regret, or uncertainty about how to move forward. The Raven's Judgment does not bring blame, but offers an opportunity for healing through accountability and self-awareness. By acknowledging your missteps and making amends, whether with others or yourself, you transform the shadows into lessons that empower your journey. Trust that in facing these truths, you create space for renewal and freedom. Affirmation: I face my past with courage and compassion. Through accountability, I transform shadows into lessons and reclaim my power. Actionable insight: identify one unresolved situation or lingering regret that feels ready to be addressed. Take a step toward resolution, whether it's having an honest conversation, offering an apology, or forgiving yourself. Approach this action with patience and self-compassion, trusting that even small steps lead to meaningful transformation. Reflection: the Raven's Judgment reminds you that the past need not define you, but it does hold wisdom when we're willing to face it. By acknowledging and understanding your shadow, you step into your power. Step into your power, find your center of power. Yeah. I lost my spot. You step into your power to create a brighter and more intentional future. This process is not about perfection, but about growth, resilience, and the courage to embrace your truth. What truth does the Raven's Judgment reveal to you today? How will you use it to transform your path forward? Self-trust, self-accountability, being honest with yourself. We talked about that already, and that's come up several times in the past recently. turning your pain into power, finding the purpose in the pain, even if that pain is self-induced. You know, a lot of times the choices we make can cause pain in our lives. Intermission. All right, now we're going to pull from the Nature Seasons Oracle. Last time we got Snowflake, Full Moon, and Joy. We got B, Diligence and Cooperation on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. (1:11:33) when I looked at the timer. Angel number 111. Look at that. We got 3111. Flip that and it's 1113. So something significant about the angel number 11, angel number 333, 1133, 1111. We got Stars and Meteor, Dreams and Guidance, and Wishes and Miracles. The dream that you wish will come true. Cinderella energy. The stars twinkle in the night sky, reminding you to follow your dreams. Today is the time to reassess your desires and reaffirm your faith. No matter how far the path ahead, the stars will guide you toward the light. You may encounter an unexpected turning point that brings the opportunity you've been waiting for. Dare to make a wish. Release your desires to the universe, and the miracle is not far off. Beautiful. Stars and Meteor. We're still in the full moon. What is it? The shadow period of the full moon. Take time to reassess. We've already been talking about that a lot over the last couple weeks. Really over the last month and a half, really. You know, reassessing your goals, reassessing your dreams. What did you accomplish over this past year? You know, what are some things you still need to work on? What are some new things that you want to work on? What are some things that, you just want to toss to the side and, not really worry about? Now is the time to do that. Now is the time for planning, organizing, preparing. Going back to our angel numbers. Be prepared. All right, now we're going to pull from the forest, the Enchanted Forest Oracle. Last time we got Dragonfly Elf, Dragonfly Spirit, and Spider Spirit. We got Wise Counsel, Tree Spirit on the cut as we're getting started. Like the wind whispers to the leaves, your higher self gives you guidance now. That makes me think it came up last time. Pocahontas, Colors of the Wind. The Disney movie Pocahontas. It's one of the songs from that movie. It's the one she's singing when she's dancing through the woods. All right, Forest Spirit Oracle. Or I guess you could say she was singing and dancing through the forest. All right, Forest Spirit Oracle. We got Green Fairy, Rabbit Spirit, and Toad Spirit. Imagination. Explore the mysterious allure of creativity and embrace your inner uniqueness. Very much matching up with the cards that we pulled from the Unstoppable You Oracle. You are the magic. Green Fairy. That's giving me Green Witch energy. Google that term. Rabbit Spirit. Quick results. Move swiftly to realize your dreams and adapt to new situations with grace. Once again, adaptability, ability to go with the flow. And then Toad Spirit, leap of faith. We confirmation with the positivity, faith, and optimism from the Angels of Abundance Oracle. Jump in fiercely, knowing that every small step counts towards your ultimate success. That almost looks like the frog. I have a frog tattoo, and that almost looks like the frog in my tattoo. That's kind of crazy. We see Raccoon Spirit potential on the bottom of the deck and Spider Spirit sitting on the top of the deck, Dreamweaver. There's a song called Dreamweaver. All right. Archangel Fire Oracle. This is Alanis Morissette on the radio. You live, you learn. You live, you lose, you learn. That makes me think of a little video that popped up on my feed the other day where the guy was talking about, in 100 years, we'll all be dead. Our bone will be rotting in the ground. Our names will have been lost in history. Somebody else will be living in your house. Your car will be in the scrapyard. All the things that we work so hard to achieve when we're here, when we're no longer here, they mean nothing. We are what give them value. They do not, material possessions do not give us value. We assign them value, which steals our own value. You are not your possessions. Don't let your possessions own you. The law of attachment. Attachment is the overall source of pain, whether that's attachment to people, places, things. So, I'm trying to think of how to pronounce this. Selethiel, Selathiel, number 29, which breaks down to 11. That's like the third time we've seen the number 11. His smoke is also making a heart. I don't know if you can see that or not. But once again, that love energy. Devotion. His message. Your whole existence is sacred. Let your heart lead you. Devotion comes in many different shapes and forms. Even walking barefoot on the grass can be a form of prayer. The angel of contemplation and devotion. His name means prayer of God, and he is known as the intercessor. Illustrated in his oracle card as a peace loving Tibetan monk, this archangel is a special guardian to those who have been ordained or who are qualified as spiritual teachers. This gentle being comes to teach us about the importance of prayer. He shows us how to see every aspect of our lives as sacred and worthy of devotion. Even the most mundane, everyday activities can be embraced as a form of devotion or in a sacred ritual. He assists with bringing us more easily into a meditative state and can show you how to still your mind so you can tap into the quiet voice of your true guidance. He can also enhance your concentration levels and help you avoid distractions. He is often depicted with an expression of some sincere humility on his face, with downcast eyes and his arms gently folded over his chest. Like the image in his oracle card, he is shown to be swinging an incense burner, the smoke of which carries our prayers more quickly to heaven. An angel of mindfulness, he shows us how to live without unhealthy attachment. What were we just talking about? He keeps us centered in the now moment and helps us to trust that our prayers are being answered. Perhaps just not always in the way we might expect. He reminds us that everyone's path is unique. Do not follow the herd. Be devoted to you. That's a very strong energy out here this time and last time about being true to your authentic, honest self. Not saying that's easy, but it would be a good practice to adhere to. All right, now we'll pull from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Last time we got joy and service. We got gratitude on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Having the attitude of gratitude is always a good place to start. All right. Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Just one, please. That is not one. Gratitude came back out and gossip. Gratitude. Lucy from Indigo. You are capable of more than mere mortal conversation. This is a time of enlightened communication, and you will raise the consciousness of others. You are stepping into self-mastery. The gifts you see in others already live within you. And that's purple, which is associated with the crown chakra, the third eye chakra. And then the gossip is green, which is associated with the heart chakra. This card represents the truly open heart with no personal agendas other than love. But it could also indicate opposite, rebellion and denying your true gifts. An ability to follow your heart can appear to others as careless or strange. Yet, in truth, everyone wishes they had the loving, the loving openness of this card. Char Chartreuse. It was the character's name in the story, but I don't know how to pronounce it. So, openly loving without agenda, or it could represent the opposite, rebelling and denying your true gifts. Ability to lead with your heart, not with your pocket, to be empathetic, to embrace your gifts instead of running from them, being able to see them as gifts. All right, now we'll pull from the Wandering Heart Oracle. In the next couple days, I'm gonna sit down and make like a lineup, and I really do think that that would work better, and then it would make it easier. If the videos weren't as long, it would make it easier for me to do it every day. So I'm gonna like pair certain decks up, and each bundle will be for a different day, and we'll set up an actual like schedule type thing. So I'm going to work on that for the next couple days. I do go back to work tomorrow, so I probably won't be here tomorrow. But I figure seeing as I have multiple affirmation decks, and then I have other decks, that are pretty similar, and and then there may be a couple of them that I pull from every time. So we'll see. I'm going to have to pull them all out and look at them and, just try to pair them up the best I can. All right. Wandering Heart Oracle. Tension, number 21, flipped over wonky. Well, it kind of spun itself around. Heads Up, number 19. Out of Sight on the bottom of the deck, and Fertility on the top of the deck. What was that one that showed itself? Was it number 21? I looked at it so quick, I don't even remember which one it was. Tension, number 21. Tension and Heads Up. I feel like those kind of go together. Number 19 and number 21, that breaks down to a 10 and a 3, which breaks to a 1. Tension, number 21. The longer you hold on, the heavier it is to carry. Impatience and disconnection. Time is of the essence. You are a volcano ready to erupt. Your frustration has magnified over time. You feel misled or fooled. Unfortunately, your ego, your plans have been delayed. Fortunately for you, you have more time to balance your responsibilities. Your mind is open. Your vision is immeasurable. It is okay to crave a bright light, but there will always be friction in the air if you do not learn how to release your insulting surveillance over the flow. Here you are being reminded to keep your composure. The more you want it, the more resistance there will be. You are the breeder of your own opposition. Wow. Okay. And then Heads Up. Observe your surroundings. Mindfulness and cognizant. This card reminds you to stay present. Treasure your circumstances. Be intentional with how you navigate through spaces that aren't your sacred place. Do not get caught off guard. There's a chance someone nearby has plans to take advantage of you. There comes up the need for boundaries. When your head is down, you are an easy target. Be receptive to the energy everywhere you go. Scout the environment before entering. There you go. Keep a heads up. Be aware. Be diligent. Use your discernment. Listen to your intuition. Going back to what I said earlier, we talked about listening to your own energy, being able to read the energy of an environment or of a person. All right, now we'll pull from the mini decks. We'll start with the Animal Spirit Oracle. Last time we got Octopus and Firefly. 1:31:37 on the timer when I looked. We're doing pretty good on time. We still got 3 more, including this one. All right, Animal Spirit Oracle. Mouse. We got camel on the bottom of the deck and turtle on the top of the deck. Mouse is earth energy. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. When in balance, organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, busy with no purpose. To bring into balance a meaningful project. So getting creative. Experimenting with your creativity. Maybe doing something new you've never done before. All right, now we're going to pull from the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Last time we got Amanita, number 42, Conduit. Hey There, Delilah is what's on the radio right now. 3 cards just fell on the floor. This card always makes me, this song makes me think of a specific person. All right, we got number 50, Rebirth, 12, Love, and 11, The Beloved, that fell on the floor. We're not going to keep those, but I just wanted to acknowledge them. We got Psilocybin, Commune, number 49. Communing with the sacred, connecting to otherworldly energy, remote viewing, regeneration through union, coming together with a tribe, finding cosmic family. Astrological ruler, Pluto and the sun. Guidance. Los Niños Santos have come. Ooh. Okay, my battery's at 20%. Okay, we're doing all right. Have come to tell you that you have arrived to your place of power. Look at that. Find your center of power. They are beacons of light on earth and offer psychic healing on a collective level. Los Niños Santos are asking you to tune in and commune with the ancestors and powers that be to further develop your power. Psilocybin floods our body with light codes, loosening the knots we've volunteered to protect through the journey of life. Don't resist the profound teachings. Relax into the higher mind as you commune with its loving awareness. As you find home within, commune with others and experiences that support you, connect to nature and the extensive community of energies that are lovingly there awaiting your conscious arrival. Commune with the spirits and channel the wisdom provided with sure-footed spontaneity. Wow. I like that a lot. All right, let's get to this. I'm chasing the clock and the battery at this time. All right, now we'll pull from Mary Magdalene. Last time we got true love. All exists through love. And then we got Christ on the bottom of the deck. Love knows only mercy as we're getting started. One more. All right. Mary, Mary, full of grace, what advice can you give us today? Just one, please. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, Ashe. Look at that. We got Mary Magdalene. Love only ever expands. Number 54, which breaks down to a 9. Peter says to Mary in her gospel, quote, "Sister, we know the Savior loved you more than all other women," end quote, referencing Mary chapter 6, verse 1. This passage makes clear that Christ's love for Mary was unique and singular. And so there were teachings that his love for her alone could communicate, teachings that she alone could receive, and that she alone could then share with the rest of the world. Because of this, Peter then asks Mary, quote, "Tell us the words of the Savior that you remember, the things which you know that we don't because we haven't heard them," end quote, referencing Mary chapter 6, verse 2. The heart of Mary's gospel then follows. She reveals what has been hidden from us. She teaches us about the vision we're all capable of, how the soul perceives the world with the spiritual eye, or a form of seeing from within this unassuming and humble space of the human heart. Mary's intimate exchange with Christ in her gospel takes place from within her. Christ tells her that she's wonderful for being able to perceive him, and that this capacity to see with the heart, this true vision, is the treasure. This love that sits at the core of who we are is what allows us to become a bridge between the worlds. This love that is stronger than death. This love that reminds us when we are bound by a power of the ego that we are also a soul. This love that frees us. When we allow love to overwhelm us, letting it reach where we feel broken, alone, unforgivable, or forgotten, this is the whole point of being here. The point is to let love reach where it has never been before. Christ's love for Mary is the other half of the Christian story. It's the other half of his ministry, and I believe we're ready for it now, which is why her buried gospel, lost to us for almost 2 millennia, has been found. We're ready to put their love story into practice. Their story is a love that has always been meant for us. This love that makes simply being fully human our true purpose. This love that resurrects. This love that brings us back to life again and again. This love that only ever expands. The soul voice meditation. Where has my love not yet reached? Page 54 and 55. As always, be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.